So in order to look at adding motors to our rocket, we need to move from the rocket design section of OpenRocket into the motors and configuration part. We then want to look to the left to motor mounts, and this will be where we determine where our motors can be mounted. So we're going to deselect body tube, as that's the outer tube of the rocket we've got, and merely leave our inner tube, which we've got as our motor mount. We can then go up here and click New Configuration, which opens this, the Select a Rocket Motor menu. By default, all of the manufacturers will be selected, and there will be no limitations on this whatsoever. However, I've pre-selected Aerotech and Estes as the rocket motors available. As you can see, OpenRocket has already automatically limited the motor diameters and motor length to the size of the motor mount we've got selected, which means that our list over to the left is quite short. If I deselect these and increase these to their maxima, you can see that leaves you with a much longer list. I'm going to reselect the limits to give ourselves a selection to choose from. Once I've got this list, I can then look down and make some decisions about which rocket motors I'd like to test. So if I know that I only want to test A impulse motors, I can move down and select just the A within the bracket. And if I know I want to only select and test C plus motors, I can do so by moving the bottom slider up to C and up to D if we want to select only D and above, and then there are no E and above available to us. If we select Show Details at the top, that will give us the details of any rocket motor we select. So for example, if I select the Aerotech D10W motor, that will bring up a lot of information about that motor, importantly including its burn time, its launch mass, its empty mass, so its wet mass and its dry mass, the type of motor it is, and then the impulse, and also at the bottom gives a thrust curve, which we'll have looked at in the previous part of this course. If we want to select this motor as part of our configuration, we can OK this, and we can see that's added that to this configuration here. We can also go in the configuration above or edit any configuration by double clicking, and we can select a different motor, and then that leaves us with these two motors, a C5-3 D10-W motor.